All right. In this level of sports, in this high of a level, you get what you deserve, and we did not play well. We obviously didn't prep well, and we weren't ready to play. And this was a team that we knew were good. The messages somehow didn't get through, so. They easily could have won 4 or 5 or 6 SEC games already. And so the talent was there, and we told our guys it kind of reminded us of a talent like Arkansas who we didn't play well against. We got to own it, and I didn't do a good job of getting them ready to play and the preparation and the urgency. And we showed some fight towards the end, but, that wasn't us tonight. And so we got to go back and figure it out and learn from it. And then we got to fix some things. We can't ever do this again.
Yeah, you've had some really inconsistent performances this season, things like the win over Kentucky, but then also this, or like the loss to Texas. What's been the difference between like those really good blowout wins and then some of these kind of bad losses?
Yeah, the easy thing to point our finger right now was our defense was way better in those games. And we did not come out. Reed hurt us right away. We had no answer for him. They ran ball screen short rolls, and we thought we prepped for it. We thought we did something. Maybe our scheme was wrong. They hurt us on that, and they had us scrambling around. And we were definitely a step slow and mentally just not right. But the pinpoint is, our defense intensity was not there, and so the game got away from us, and we were playing comeback, pretty much the entire game.
Yeah, Coach, you guys cut it to 33-29, about 4 or 5 minutes left in the first half, and then in the last 4 minutes, the last 4 in the first half, first 4 in the second half, the middle 8, kind of felt like the game got away from you. I think it was 26-11 is what Oklahoma outscored you guys by. So just what was it that Oklahoma did to sort of pull away from that?
Yeah, we got impatient on offense, and so our impatience on offense, we tried to get things back, and we got back into the game, but we started taking bad shots, which led to them transition breakouts, and we were scrambling on defense with the transition. The second half, we just did not come out ready to go, and then I thought we would, and the second half they came out and got layups, and there's. Guys can make tough shots and give the hats off to them, but they got layups on us. So our defense is taking steps forward. I thought even the last 3 games, I thought we were playing much better on defense, but this was our worst defensive performance we had this year, and maybe since I've been here. It was not good.
The hook and hold that they reviewed, what explanation did you get on that, the potential hook and hold, I guess?
The one with Jalen Washington?
Yeah.
They said it was an F1 on them, both of them, and when I watched the video, I think when something happens first, I think that should be the call, and I think Jalen Washington might have hooked and hold him, but it was in retaliation to the first one, and so without the first one, it's probably not the second one, but they told me it happened simultaneously, and I just saw it differently.
Do you feel like you have a lot of clarity on what a hook and hold is anymore?
It's good you made me laugh. I think it's possible right now. No, I don't. I think it's inconsistently, picked, and there's times where it's been clear as day, and I thought that was blatant, and it's even been reviewed and hasn't been called, and there's sometimes it gets called. So, we've kind of been on the bad end of a lot of those this year.
Are you expecting Frankie Collins to return this season?
Yeah, from everything I know, Frankie's still doing his rehab. He's still working. It's hard to give a timetable. I wish it was closer. It was a rehab after surgery. They said 4 to 6 weeks, and we're at 7 now. So maybe there's something there holding them back, but we're not giving up on them. We need everybody right now, and I think you kind of see, we've had to reinvent ourselves multiple times this year, and we were a certain team in December, and then we had to change in January, and then kind of be a certain team, and now we're a little bit different team the end of January and February, and that's been a challenge for us. I saw Oklahoma had the same starting five the entire game, and has anybody missed games? And I was like, that's fortunate. We've had to juggle some things, and we've done a good job of kind of getting there. But today was not.
You guys were down by 19 with under 4 minutes left. Obviously, you made that big push at the end and came up short. But where do you feel like that started, that run? And do you feel like it started with a specific player or just the leader on this team who got that to kind of go with him?
Yeah, we got energy when the ball went in. And, we got a couple steals there. And I thought our guys executed offense, kind of getting the shots and the pace we were going. And we lacked that pace the first 36 minutes. We didn't have to have that same type of thing, but our cuts and our pace and our movement was so much better. And the frustrating part was we had those 2 turnovers there. I think one time we had a game at 3, and then one time we had a game at 4. And we could have made it even better. It was difficult with foul trouble lineups and no timeouts. And a lot of times those situations, you kind of got to just trust your guys and kind of give them the right thing. And we'll learn from that. It's going to bother me really bad, those 2 turnovers and what I could have done better. But we showed some fight to come back.
Tyler, Steve, and then we'll wrap up with Chris.
What's the update on Duke Miles? You talked about Frankie and him expect to be back. What's the latest on Duke?
Yeah, it's hard to give a timetable, but he's doing great. He started jogging and he's motivated. I think this bothers him as much as anybody. He couldn't be out there tonight, and he'll be back as soon as he possibly can. I don't doubt that with him. He played on a bad knee as long as he could. He got it fixed, and he'll come back as fast as he can.
Mark, you talk about the grind of reinventing yourselves a few times in this league. How difficult is that to do? And are we maybe seeing a little bit of a wear of that? You come off of the bye, quote unquote, and don't have a great start today.
Yeah, I got to figure out, and I don't want to dodge your question. I got to figure out why we were that way tonight, and we had a couple practices there to kind of get used to the lineup, and really, if you're lacking energy and you're not playing hard, the other team competes harder than you, it doesn't matter what we do, and so we'll start there. We got to fix that immediately, and then sometimes situational, and sometimes some things catch up to us right now with some lineups, and we haven't gone over everything. Might have happened a couple times today, but with all that, we've won 3 in a row with this lineup, and I can do better. I got to do better, and I know these guys can do better too. So we'll kind of fix it together.
Last one, Chris. Can you just speak to what Tyler did today? 26 in the second half, playing with a wrap on his thumb. Really, your only primary ball handler. How remarkable is what he did?
Yeah, he just shows he's never going to quit, and that wasn't surprising. He, did not have his best game, and I know, but at the same time, I'm just proud of his resiliency. He was fighting, and he was playing as hard as he could, and he almost got us back into it.